Booyaka. Can we do this? Let me see something. All right. I guess they put the guest request line back on here. I guess the guest request line is back. Snitches. We used to have a thing in Philly called snitches get stitches. What up, what up, what up, what up? My request line is up, open. Ram, what's good, brother? What's popping? Let's see if these people want to get on here live today that was talking all that smack yesterday. The request line is back open, baby. And don't forget to hit the Cash App. Don't forget to hit the PayPal, the Cash App. The request line is open. Yo, I could talk about a lot of things, people. I don't even know how long I'm going to do this video. Don't even know how long I'm going to do this video. What's up, Bam? Love you, fam. Did you see my video yesterday? That's my brother, Isaac. What's up, Isaac? Whoever it is, the request line is open, baby. Whatever smoke you want to bring it to the cipher. My request line is open. Just don't show me no nut sack. Because you know dudes like with nut sack. You don't want this smoke. Bring the smoke, baby. I don't smoke, but I want that smoke. The request line is open. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me a second. I'll show y'all critical thinking. Will the real no face please request up? Please request up. Hey, yo, did y'all see my YouTube yesterday? I know you was joking. I know you was. Trust me, I know. Did y'all see my joint yesterday? Hold on, let me take y'all here. Give thanks, family. Did y'all see that video yesterday? When I took you to my library and I said people like to show their cars, show their homes. So what I did is showed y'all books. Go to YouTube, punch in the Traveling Moor book list. I went through all my books. Not Wikipedia. Books. Go check it out on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it, because there is some people that come on here that like to show their nuts and stuff like that because of jealousy and envy. And this is what happens amongst our people: the jealousy and envy, even amongst these educated people. So I'm gonna walk y'all through something, y'all. So bear with me. Your sister Khadijah, do you see that book list on YouTube? Oh my God, that book list is crazy. Oh, it was. I told y'all. I had mailed some books back from Texas back to LA. It was 185 pounds. 185 pounds. It cost me $300 and something to mail books back. So let's go. I'm sitting out here. Let me let y'all see some of the things I'm going to build on. Remember all the books I showed y'all? We're going to walk you through these things, y'all. So bear with your brother Sabir. I'm going to walk you through, and I'm going to try to keep it in order. I try to keep everything in order. You did a discharge? What's a discharge? A discharge, man? Hell no. I had to pay for that. Nothing's free, y'all. Nipsey Hussle was selling his CDs for $100. $100. Hold up. Let me show y'all something. You see that says, I'm pulling out the archives, baby. Free Library of Philadelphia. They was selling this book when I was in Philly. Let me let y'all see this before I go into this and see who they talking about. Ooh, that says the Encyclopedia of Pennsylvania. Oh, wait till y'all see when I go into this book. I'm going to get everything ready and let y'all see who they was talking about in the Encyclopedia of Pennsylvania. So I'm going to sit this back. I just want y'all to see before I get started. I want y'all to see. Before we get started. How many people heard of this book? And watch how I cross-reference the hell out of this. Share this out and let them know Sabir Bey is live. Coming to you live from California. IA. So it's, again, we doing a disservice to our own people. These black leaders, these black scholars is lying. And let me share something with y'all. A brother hit me up and said to me, because I get a lot of these messages, and I get a lot of people calling me saying, Sabir, how do you do it and why do you do it? People ask me, why do you do it and how? Because I would have been pissed off. When it's in you, it's in you. I don't get paid millions of dollars for this. But when it's in you, it's in you. I told y'all yesterday that I wanted to get off of Facebook, and this brother said, Sabir, you can't get off of Facebook. You can't get off of social media. I said I wanted to get off of social media. He said, brother, you like the only hope, brother, because I can't. He said, you can't get off of social media. Now, Negroes may get mad at that. They may get mad at that, but I don't care. He said, you can't get off of social media, brother. You have to stay here and keep bringing this and educating us. This is what he said. I said, brother, let me think about it for a minute. I was up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning doing some research. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I am so sick and tired of arguing and debating with these wannabe black scholars and these wannabe black professors when they are the problem. They are the problem, and y'all don't want to address those dudes who are the problem. Some of them on here right now. I welcome them on this feed every single day. I welcome these dudes on this thread every day. They don't have the heart or the balls to come on, but they love to talk a lot of crazy stuff. Brother, we need your voice. I know, but the thing is that we also have to back the people that's really putting this out. For real, for real. For real. So, I thought about it. And I said, well, how much time would I give everybody since I'm on Facebook? Come on, man. Come on, man. We got to stop, man. We got to really start thinking as one again. From Schools of Hard Debt. Yeah, School of Hard Debt. Go watch my books. Who takes you into their library and show y'all their library like that on Facebook, on YouTube? Who? So let me go into this. If I was selling one of my DVDs for $100, they say, why you charging $100 for a DVD, Sabir? Nipsey Hussle was selling CDs, limited edition, for $100. I said, yo, that's fire. So let me show y'all something. Let's get into this. Again, my request line is open. Shout out to my sister Jessica Abraham. She was riding with me for a very long time. And that's a person that I'll be on the phone with talking to. So this is what I want to build on. I'm going to build on everything that's on this table. Even the educated Negro. Even the educated Negro. Thank you, Chiquetta. Always welcome Cash App. Sabir Bey, Cash App or PayPal. Thank you. So let me show y'all some basic civics. Yeah, but the thing is that you said bump them. But the problem is if I was selling gossip like yesterday, I talked about Nipsey Hussle. I had 5,000 people on there. Where's the 5,000 people? Because they thought it was going to be gossip. They thought that was going to be gossip. I had 5,000 people on it yesterday. 5,000. That's crazy. Because they thought it was going to be gossip. But nothing to learn from. Nothing they want to learn. So, Critical, let me show y'all this book. Critical thinking. Critical thinking. We don't have logic, common sense, or critical thinking. Logic, common sense, nor critical thinking. This is an 8th grade civics book. I just want y'all to see this. Well, let me fix this. The kind of thinking we do in order to reach what? A decision. Hold up. I'm trying to read it through here. A decision to solve the problem is called critical thinking. Critical thinking is how you solve problems. Not marching. Not we shall overcome. Not black power. Because there is no black power if you understood critical thinking. Now, again, my request line is open. There is no black power. There is none. No black power. None. But we keep falling for the okie doke. When I present the facts, let's do this again, y'all. Watch this. Let's rock with me for a minute. Critical thinking is on how you solve problems. How we think. I just want y'all to see what they were teaching in the 8th grade. How you deal with facts compared to opinions. This is a basic civics book. Yeah, we do need a private think tank. I've been saying that for the longest. Y'all keep listening to these people because they think they went to a college, because they have been miseducated and educated. We'll get into this 1 second. We'll get into both of these in 1 second, okay? So bear with your brother for a minute. We've been educated Negro and the miseducation of the Negro. We're going to get into that 1 second. So bear with me. Successful study of science requires skill, and critical thinking. Do y'all see that? Keen observation. Do y'all understand this? What happened to our people? What happened? We don't even think like this anymore. Because we've been educated through the European school system. I'm not making this up. Right? Also, learning to think for yourself, you need to consider, right, how opinions are formed. Y'all don't want this, right? Y'all don't want this. Vocabulary is very important. Experience, conditioning, habit, motivations, insights. There are some of the important steps into what? Why do you think I don't say nothing and take it back? Why do you think I never recant or take anything back I have ever said? I told you white supremacy is a theory. How many times y'all heard people say white supremacy? How many times y'all told y'all that white supremacy is a theory? And how many times you want to argue with me? Right? Oh no, brother, because Neely Fuller said white supremacy. We're going to get into that over there, right there, because that's the book right there. Give thanks, fam. That's the book right there, because you can't have superiority without having inferiority. Did that make sense, people? Did that make any kind of sense? You can't have white superiority without having inferiority. Talk to me, y'all. I need y'all to share this out. Hurry up. To anybody that talk white supremacy talk. Make this go viral like y'all make the gossip go viral. Please do that. Please share this out to every one of your pages. So let's go back. 8th grade civics. Who influences your thinking? I want y'all to see this. What's going on today? Negroes on social media talk about it's the government conspiracy. It's white supremacy. It's all of that. Say, damn, oh, give thanks, family. Hold up. I've been in radio for 17 years. Guess who I was fighting against? 17 years I've been on radio. I'm fighting against my own people. Trying to tell y'all this, but they the ones that told me, don't talk to the blacks. Just get that bag. We often listen carefully to who? Famous person says, as we can recall, we also get ideas from the mass media. Many of these ideas are propaganda. So as I was reading this, hold on, let me show y'all this. Bear with me. I'm going to close this because I don't want that page to flow away. But look at what Carter G. Woodson said. I'm trying to find it. Look what he said. Carter G. Woodson says what? If the highly educated Negro would forget most of the untried theories. Remember I told you white supremacy is a theory, right? Taught to him in school. If he could do what? See through the propaganda. Do y'all see that? If he could see. Oh, let's go back to education again, y'all. Is this making sense? If he can see through the propaganda. I'm going to show y'all how this works. This is how you educate people. That is the brightest highlight I ever. Oh, I make sure my highlighters are bright. I want you to see because I don't want them to miss it, Jess. If you can see through the propaganda. Are y'all catching this yet? Which has been instilled into the mind under what? Pretext of education. Now, I had a dude that was on here yesterday, and I hope he get on here, Johnny, whatever his name was. And my request line is up. I hope he gets on here. I hope John gets on here. Because he tried to talk a lot of smack, or any educated person. I hope he's going to ask me where my thesis is at. He need to go to my YouTube, and you're going to see my papers. Propaganda. Pretext of education. Hold on, let's open this book. Let me open this back up, brother. Let's go back to this again. Many of these ideas are propaganda. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Now, do I need a degree for this, y'all? Or their degree? Or do I need their degree for this? That's all they got to do is give me their degrees, and we can get on the panel. We can get on the panel. Don't ask me where my paper's at. Bring me your books. Now, hold on, let's go back. Now, that was that book. But the problem is black folks can't see when they being deceived. They can't see when they being deceived. Because you know why? I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all ready? I love this part. Here you go. This is how you do this. So this is how you rehearse everything. You just get everything together. Let's go open this book up. Black Skin, White Mask. Rock with me for a minute, y'all. Y'all ready? Black Skin, White Mask by Frantz Fanon. This is what it is. All they ask of the black man is to be a good nigga. Right? And the rest will follow. Are y'all comprehending that? But y'all want to talk white supremacy. All we ask of the nigga, the black man, is to be a good nigga, and the rest will follow. No, even these educated blacks don't have common sense. I keep trying to tell you, they're the ones that draw you straight to hell. And this is why people keep asking me, Sabir, why they don't want to go toe-to-toe with you? Why don't they want to have you on a panel? Or tell John to do a 17-year on a thesis on radio. Y'all see that? Be a good nigga. Be a good nigga, and the rest will follow. Is this complicated, y'all? Is I'm making it hard for y'all to understand this? This ain't hard, is it? Noble? Ram, is this complicated? Nah. Hold up. Facts as you, facts as you know, not opinions. Facts as you know, which is, hold up, let me fix this. As you know, can be proved true. They could be counted, measured, or documented in some way. Opinions are what people believe. Opinions are what people believe. I don't deal with opinions, people, or belief systems. If you take the word believe, you see lie right there. Be lie. Be lie. So when you research, instead of going to Wikipedia, then you'll get it. So how in the hell does someone that did not go to a college can tell you something that is so simple? And Negroes that get on social media saying, oh, where's your papers at? Where's your theses at? And you ain't fixed a goddamn problem yet in our community. None. None. Sam, y'all, see you, family. I'm going to bring you on in 1 second, Sam. Tyranny. How many times I told y'all Title 18? How many times I told you Title 18? Subsection 2331. Domestic tyranny. Domestic terrorism. Let me say this one more time. Title 18. United States Codes. Subsection 2331 talks about domestic terrorism. The Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence states that government was instituted amongst men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. That when any form of government become destructive to its ends, it is the right of the people to alter it, abolish it, and institute a new one. One more time. Anytime, it said government was instituted amongst men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed, that when any form of government become destructive to its ends, the federal, state, or local, it is the right of the people to alter it, abolish it, and institute a new one. That's in the Declaration of Independence. So let me bring my brother on here real quick. We out to lunch, man. But y'all pay for the gossip. That's what that is. Peace, brother Phil. That's my elder right there. I love you, brother Phil. Phil Valentine in the building. What's up? What's good, homie?
Hey, how you doing, Sabir? Yes, okay, I agree.
Fine.
Because the thing is that when the so-called Negroes, like that white supremacy thing, there's no such thing as white supremacy. It's just only white tyranny, white intrusion, and white imposition is about that's what it is. Because the thing is this: if you look at it like what you said, it's a theory, and I agree with that. And
They'll
also, the
tell you it's
thing
a
is
theory.
this that needs to be added. I'm sorry.
No, I said they tell you it's a
I'm
theory
sorry,
if
sir.
you have critical thinking. It ain't complicated, brother. It's simple. It's simple. But go ahead. I don't know what just happened to him, but poor connection. But Frantz Fanon talks about this. And he talks about the inferiority complex. I'm not inferior of nobody. I know who I am. Period. I know. But we're going to get into this. More critical thinking. Peace to the God, brother Phil Valentine. No doubt. That's my elder right there. When I have issues, I call brother Phil. Phil said, kid, just keep building. Just keep coming. That's what brother Phil would tell me. I would call Dr. Kaba. I would call Professor Smalls. I would call Taj and say, yo, they say, yo, just go keep going at it and keep killing them with the facts. So let's go back. Now, who remembers when okay, hold up. My brother's back on here. My brother's back. Peace. What's up, fam?
Peace.
You good.
Sorry, it got disconnected. Yeah, it got disconnected. But the one I apologize, Sabir. Please forgive
It's
me.
all love.
Because the thing is, yes, thank you. The thing is that when I said it's just only if you look at the situation of white supremacy don't have to handicap people who are so-called deemed inferior to them, but it's just only it's a farce. Like what you said, it's a theory.
It's a theory. Because if I can listen, bro, No other nation talks about white supremacy. See, we catch on to like keywords and they keep dropping. Don't worry about it. And we run with stuff. Oh, white supremacy, white supremacy. None of these Europeans is white superior over me, G. None of them. And they know this. They know this. We are inferior. I need y'all to share this out to people who love to talk white supremacy and tell them Sabir Bey is on here live talking smack. Let's go. So who remembers when I talked about the education system and the Constitution? Who remembers when I said and I could quote it. Now here it is right here. They talked about the Constitution being taught in schools, and they said by the time the bill was getting ready to get passed, it was killed by somebody who made it the point that it would never allow the Negroes to study the Constitution. So let's see if I'm correct on what I'm saying. Let's see if I was correct on my quote. Not long ago, a measure was introduced in a certain state legislature to have the Constitution of the United States, that's that book right there, that's that book. We smart though, right? Right? Of the United States, thous printed in schools, histories. But when the bill was about to pass, right, it was killed by someone who made it the point that it would never do to have Negroes study the Constitution of the United States. Really? But we talk as if we know the Constitution. I just quoted the Declaration of Independence where it stated that government was instituted amongst men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed, that when any form of government become destructive to its ends, it is the right of the people to alter it, abolish it, and institute a new one. I just said that, right? That's the Declaration. I know y'all get ready to celebrate July the 4th. And none of y'all independent. You are dependent. And make this clear. These blacks on here talking smack are not independent. You are dependent. Sabir, I appreciate your teachings. So glad that I can. No doubt. In Panama. Shout out to everybody in Panama.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Shout out to my peoples in Panama. Let me know my overseas people at. This is what they were doing. Listen to me. You're dealing with the education of the Negro. We're going to go into that too. We're going to get into that, but this is the miseducation. So the Constitution, this book right here, let me help you out a little bit. Let me help you out. Let me open this book up to a page. Let's see. We say this is democracy, right? But the Constitution tells you something different. It's all good, family. The word democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. This is how, if you're not inspiring somebody, not with gossip, people, inspire people. Inspire people, okay? Not with the gossip. This is why somebody said to me yesterday, why when you ask certain questions to certain people, they get mad? Because they don't know. Instead of saying they don't know, they would beat around the bush and get mad at you. I don't get mad at nobody. And I would never tell you that you don't know nothing. I'm going to ask you what you do know. Because when you tell me, you're letting me know that you don't know. Did that make sense, y'all? Hold on. Did that make sense? You ain't never hear me say you don't know anything. I'm going to ask you what you do know. Because when you tell me, you're letting me know you don't know. My request line is open. It is open. Anybody can come on. I'm not going to block you. I'm not one of these dudes to say, where's my moderators? Block that person. Block that person. I don't care if you disagree with me. I don't care if you disagree with me. Just get your facts right. I'm not them dudes on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all can take this and rip this and put this on YouTube. I would never tell a person that they don't know anything. Ask the person something, they're going to basically tell you. So, yes, this is a republic. Well, I'm going to get into that too. Bear with me. This is a civics, baby. So law and history goes hand in hand. Law and history goes hand in hand. Look at this. I ain't block you. Only way I block you, brother, if something you were saying is stupid, because people have been putting their penis There are balls and everything else on my Facebook Live. People been putting balls on my page. That's what we would not tolerate because we have children watching this. I don't tolerate that because children are on here. The word democracy does not exist. That's the Constitution. Yes, that faggot stuff. So bear with me. Let's go back to the American Civics book real quick. Let's go back to this. That's what my boss said, Sabir, I don't know how you do it, fam. I don't know how you do it, man. Look, thinking for yourself. Our republic can work. Right? Only if citizens are willing to think for themselves. It didn't say democracy. It said our republic can only work if citizens are willing to think for themselves and not accept what others tell them. Stop eating McDeath. That's all I gotta tell people. Hold on, let me explain this to you, brother. If you stop eating McDeath and Taco Hell and Murder King, you will probably be all right. I know you're not disciplined to be a vegan or a vegetarian, y'all. I understand that part. I know you're not disciplined to be a vegan or a vegetarian. I got that part. But stop eating McDeath. Stop eating Murder King. Stop eating Taco Hell. It is that simple. And stop feeding it to your children because it's cheap. Stop it. I'm not concerned about it because I don't eat McDeath. The only thing I may get out of it, and I'm scared about that, is the damn tea. Hot tea. That's about it. Think. It's not against the law yet. Let's go back. Our republic, not democracy. Our republic. Let me explain this to y'all. Simple. Like Malcolm said, keep it plain and make it plain. Republic means back to the public. Republic means back to the public. Back to the public. The problem is y'all being dumbed down by these educators. So let me flip this out. So democracy is a Latin and Greek word which means demos kratik. Prove me wrong, educators. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong of what I'm saying. Look up any dictionary up the word demo, which is the demon kratik, which means the demon rules. So, prove me wrong, educators, the educated Negroes. Prove Sabir Bey wrong of what I'm saying. I am not new to any of this. Okay? 20 years in, 17 of it on radio. This is why my young brother in LA told me, he said, Sabir, you got to come back to the radio, brother. You got to, I said, brother, I still do my radio show in Philly. From abroad, we have technology now. We don't have to stay in one spot. But y'all don't want the real information on radio. Y'all love gossip. Gossip sells, man. Gossip sells like a mother freaking. Sells. It works. Because you know why? Cats don't want to put in no work. They don't want to put no work in. They like to ride off of other people. They love to ride off of other people. Identifying facts. Well, brother, that's the white man's book. I'm gonna bring you full circle to every different book there is. Gossip will sell you out. If you like what I'm saying, y'all, please share this video out to everybody in every group. You can hit me at the Cash App. You can hit me PayPal. You can actually go to my website, thesabirbeyshow.com. Thesabirbeyshow.com. You can also sign up for my Patreon, The Sabir Bey Show, on Patreon. I'm going to be putting some more stuff up there once I get everything settled. But I'm heading back to Spain soon. And I appreciate it. Listen, it's going to be lit. Lit this next time around in Spain, y'all. It's going to be lit. With y'all support, we can make that happen. Really. So let's shut this. let's go into a little bit of history. Where we at? Oh, that's another constitutional book. Ooh, ooh. Check this out, Khadijah. Hold up. I'm going to show you something else. In this book, it talks about the education, the political education neglected. We neglected our own people. These people neglected our people. They did that. Well, hold up. Let me show y'all some more. Bear with me. These two books, I'm going to just come out of these two books also. You need to make known so we can all learn. Learn what? I do this every day, brother. I've been doing it for a very long time. A very, very long time. Again, the people that I was fighting with was not the white man. It was the Negro man. That's who I was fighting. Only people, listen to me. Even some of these conscious dudes. It was not the so-called white man. It was the Negro man who was doing it. They just told me, brother, they said, brother, you should get the FOI for security. Brother, a couple brothers told me in the Nation of Islam I should have that. My brothers have got my back. I don't want to hang around dudes that get high because they ain't going to pay attention. You got to have sober-minded people. And the FOI are sober-minded brothers. You can't hang around somebody that smoke weed all day long and think they're going to protect you. No. You throw them niggas a bag of weed, them niggas probably right on there. This is not a knock on all of y'all, but I'm just saying. You throw a bag of weed over to them niggas, they be like, oh, that weed right there, nigga. The discipline is what we need. My discipline, baby, comes out the Nation of Islam. Whether you are more that's on here that don't like it or not, my discipline comes out the Nation of Islam. And I can proudly say that, and I can proudly say those brothers have got my back. And some Moors. But I just have to let y'all know this. Even when I saw what took place with Nipsey Hussle, you can't have a bunch of dudes around you that get high. Because if somebody walk up on you, a brother in the nation gonna watch you. They gonna catch you before you even get there. Why? Because they're aware. Come on, people. Think about it. Where the weed at, snatches? Think about it. I just have to speak it from the heart. Whether you like it or not, you can come on my Facebook live and air me out. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't give a damn. And I'm not saying everybody who smoke weed. I'm talking about these dudes who sit around you and allow somebody to walk up on you knowing damn well what you're doing for the people. Knowing damn well what you're doing for the people. You don't let people walk, not even with Brother Taj Tariq Bey. See if you can walk up to Wesley or Nori or Minister Ishmael or somebody like that. See if you can do something like that. See if you can get close without somebody checkmating you before you get close. You know how many brothers in the nation called me and said, brother, we got you. Like, call us, bro. It's me being hard-headed. You would think I need security, much as I've been shot the hell up. Much as I've been shot, you would think I would walk in fear. I walk with the Creator. I don't sit behind these computers and just talk. I'm in the hood, and anybody knows I'm in the hood, in every hood. Point blank, period. If you think it's bragging, that's not Sabir Bey's problem. That's your issue that you got to deal with. That's something that you have to deal with within yourself. I know what I bring. And I would never let nobody say, oh, what are you talking about? No, I should be looking at myself in the mirror. I look in the mirror and say, I am my own star player. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Apply yourself. That's how it works. And that goes for you Moors too, who want to keep coming and making these silly behind videos about somebody not following your doctrine. Because someone is not following your religious doctrine. I don't rock with that, yo. Yes, you walk amongst your people. Yes, I do. No doubt. And sometimes that could be a problem with some people because of jealousy and envy. Until we get that fixed, we're going to keep going around in circles. So let's go a little further, y'all. Had to get that off my chest. So let's go into this book real quick. Yes, being high will relax the hell out of you. I don't want, listen, That would relax the hell out of you. Like Malcolm X said, when you hit a person with that Novocaine, and that Novocaine becomes numb, it numbs you. Malcolm said when that Novocaine hits you, you become numb. And anybody can attack you. How you gonna fight me when you high as hell? Think about it. This European is laughing at us, yo. He's laughing at us. We are the laughing freaking stock. How could a person sit here? Hold on, let me share this with y'all. How could a person sit here and legalize weed? Let me share this with y'all. This is basically American civics. I want y'all to get this. I told you before, I'm out here in Cali. I have the California motor vehicle law. In the California, let me show you how this European works. Everybody's running around talking about legalizing weed. Number one, you don't know what's in the weed. The traps is set up already for you. If I get a chance, I'm gonna pull out the motor vehicle law book and show y'all this again. It say if you get caught under any kind of controlled substance, any kind of controlled substance. Let me say this again. Any kind of controlled substance in California motor vehicle law, it's $10,000. It's $10,000. Kush, what's up, bro? 10,000. The trap is already there, but you don't catch the traps because you're high. That don't mean that you can just smoke weed and jump in the car. That's like, can you jump in the car and drink? Can you jump in the car and drink? So when they pull you over, they smell the weed. Do you have any warrants? Are y'all catching this yet? Yes, because it's a setup. I told you. Can you see through the deception? Let me pull my book out again. Let me let y'all see this. This is what they don't want y'all to see. Don't take my word for it. Go watch any of my videos when I talked about that and I pulled the book out. Can you see when you're being deceived? You don't catch it. It doesn't matter. You can't drive with it. You can't. Yes, $10,000. Oh, go read it. Go look up the motor vehicle laws of California. Ask anybody from Cali. You think I'm lying? Ask anybody from California. Ask them that question. I don't care if you're getting it from a doctor. Listen to me. You don't drive. The catch is you getting caught driving with it. That's the trap. That's the trap. Because we're not reading. Hold up. Let me show y'all the motor vehicle law book of California. I want y'all to see this. Y'all think I'm making this up, yo. I told you. When you hip, you hop. You hip, you hop out on everything that you know. I'm gonna show y'all the motor vehicle law of California. And anybody knows I have this book. I showed y'all the page. Bear with me. But we want to invest in this though. We want to invest in weed. You better invest in a motor vehicle law book too. Exact same time. You better invest in a you better invest in a California motor vehicle law. There it is right there. It says in this book, if you get caught under any kind of controlled substance, that's weed too. And then on top of this, let me show you something else. I'm gonna show you something else. If you have a medical marijuana license, let me ask y'all this question. Let me show you how crazy. Critical thinking once again, in logic. I need y'all to share this video out. This is why your black leaders was mad at me because I was on radio telling y'all this back in 17 years ago in Philadelphia on radio. This is why we need to put up money and support the real people to put out the real information on social media and have radio stations. Listen to this. If you get a medical, and I hope somebody to smoke weed to get on here, please help me out. Can you, if you get a medical marijuana license, that means that you have an issue. Am I right or wrong? If you have a medical marijuana license, right, that means you have an illness. Am I right or wrong? I'm just asking because I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I'm just asking. Yes, right? So that means you incapable of having a gun. Am I right or wrong? If you have an illness, could you have a gun? No, right? So think about what I just said. That's common sense, right? You can't have a gun if you got an illness. No, you can't have a gun if you got an illness. So now what we're going to do is get you to get a medical marijuana license, but now it's on your record that you have a mental illness. Now I got a bullet in my head. I got a bullet in my head. I can go get some weed. Y'all don't see the trap. You still watching Lindsay and ain't seeing that low hand. Still watching Lindsay and ain't seeing that low hand. You can't even own a mother freaker, yo, because you have a mental illness. Do you understand what's going on, people? Do you understand the mental? Listen, they're talking right now about people having mental illnesses in the shootings. Did you understand this? They're talking about it. Listen to the news. I know you're too high to pay attention. The cheapest thing you can buy is to pay attention. The cheapest thing you can buy is to pay attention. Damn. They setting you up and you ain't even peeping the setup because your boys around and say, yo, smoke the weed, G. Don't worry about that. But they're going to sit there. They're going to tax you. They're going to get $10,000 from you every time. It's coming to your neighborhood near you. It's coming to the neighborhood near you. I got every motor vehicle law book for every state. For every state. Yes, you have a mental illness. You can't get a license. You can't get a license for a gun because you got a mental illness, G. I had to tell my boy that in Las Vegas. But you still ain't peeping the setup. But we happy, though. Keep the niggas in their place. Keep the niggas distracted. That's the game. What you do in your house is what you do in your house. The game is set, G. This is why we have the problems that we have today. This is why. You don't even know. I tell people, y'all don't even know the conversations I have with people. And this is why sometimes I got to be quiet, because if they see Sabir Bey coming, they know that they can't pull that bull crap on my people. They know they can't pull that bull crap on my people. They know they got sleeping Negroes. This is why they have to bring in the pastors, the black scholars, the black professors that you HBCUs. Why do you think they have to bring them in? Those are the ones that's going to lure you straight into the goddamn prison system. Think about it. They would never get rid of guns. Never get rid of guns. Negroes don't supposed to have guns. I'll show you that in 1 second. Let me show y'all this. I can show you this. I will show you this, if you don't mind. I'll show you this. Let's see what they was talking about in here, about Negroes and guns. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. It's in here. I highlighted it. Give me 1 second. It talks about Negroes not having weapons. Oh, boy, I love this, man. Oh, wait a minute. They're talking about slave was movable property. Hold on. I'm trying to find a page because I just had it last night. Give me 1 second. It's in here somewhere. It's in there somewhere. I'll find it. I should have marked the page last night. But see, this side of stuff pops in your head. It just pops in your head. But I wanted to go into this, but give me 1 second. Bear with me. Where these educated black folks at? You notice they not getting on here. They're just sitting here listening. Since they on here, tell them to hit my Cash App up. Hold up. It talks about the Declaration of Independence. But I'm going to find that page. Talks about Negroes was not. You can look up the black codes for that. Well, wait 1 second. How you doing? Yep. Give me 1 second. It's in here somewhere. I just read it last night. But it's in here. It talks about not having blacks having guns. You can be free, Negro, but you can't have a gun. It's in here anyway, somewhere. But anyway, I'm gonna show y'all this. It's in here somewhere. Look at this. But what kind of property is set free? People do not set free their houses, their horse, you see that? Or manufacturers to fend for themselves. What'd you say, Kush? He said you spitting the true facts on that live yesterday. Brother, we going ham, brother. Listen. We'll come back to that again. It'll come to me. Trust me as I'm reading this. But why this book says human beings and black leaders are walking around talking about civil rights? This is Gettysburg. This is Lincoln and Douglas debate. This is Lincoln and Douglas debate. This is, man. This ain't Wikipedia, baby. This ain't Wiki. This is not, listen to me, this is not Wiki. This is a lot of researching, people. This is cross-referencing stuff. Y'all think these people are here to free y'all and educate y'all. Yeah, stop the color game. Anybody can come on this live feed while I'm on here. Anybody wants to come on, they can come on. Emancipation Proclamation. Let me explain this to y'all. If none of your educated people explain this to y'all. Emancipation Proclamation is a public announcement. It is not a law, people. It is not a law. Emancipation Proclamation is not a law. Emancipate means to set free, and proclamate means to proclaim. To proclaim. To proclaim. So, let me help my educated black folks out. Are y'all ready? Let me show y'all something in Lincoln's book again. How many times, who picks up a law dictionary and find out the definition of a territory? Washington, D.C. is a territory. Washington, D.C. is a territory. Who forfeits their property right over to a what? A slave just by traveling to a territory. Anybody, whoever has a law dictionary, look up the definition of a territory. Washington, D.C. is a territory. Negroes were property in the territories. I want y'all to see this. I want you to see the book. This is real American civics, right? We talk Pan-Africanism, right? This is Pan-Africanism if you want to talk about it. So pick up a law dictionary. It looks like something like this, but this is my small one. So I'm going to go into that to show y'all this. Bear with me. Let's go back to this one more again. One more again. So black says, well, the 14th Amendment, brother, made us citizens. How you doing? The 14th made us citizens. Let's see what the 14th Amendment says in this law dictionary. Aliens. An alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. I'll let y'all marinate on that 1 second. An alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. One more time. Alien is a person within the meaning of the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. This is not Sabir Bey's book. Anybody that's in law knows what I'm talking about. Is this making sense, y'all? Is this clear enough? You notice Johnny might be on here. He might be just in the background watching. I told you, you don't know what type of person I am, G. You really don't know me. I will smash you. Persons. The term is necessary for the purpose of asserting those whom the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution affords protection, since the amendment expressly applies to persons. Are y'all getting this? This is basic elementary, basic civics, y'all. This is not complicated. I try my damnedest to make it plain for y'all. Due process of law, which means you have to hear before you condemn. You have to hear before you condemn. I do have a law dictionary. I said I'm going to start my bid at 150. I have a law dictionary, a 4th edition deluxe. So I think I'm going to sell that one because I probably got 8 law dictionaries. Y'all see that? Where's my scholars at? Where's my scholar? Thank you, brother Eric. Thanks, Eric, for doing that. So a territory, Negroes say, well, the 14th Amendment made us citizens, brother. No, the 14th Amendment made you subjects, property. They made you property. You jamming. What? See, is what you get. That's what I love about Cali, boy. Damn, boy. Let's go back to the miseducation of the Negro. You got $1.50? That ain't gonna happen, family. 150. I'm almost finished, y'all. Don't forget, if you appreciate what I'm doing, please sign up for my Patreon, the Sabir Bey Show. Please hit the PayPal. Please hit the Cash App. I can't say that so many times. Come on. All right? So let's go. The word Negro or black is used to refer to who? A particular element, because most persons of native African descent, look, approach this color. The term does not apply that every Negro is black. And the word white does not mean that every man is actually white. Negro may be colored, but many Caucasians are scientifically classified as colored. We are not all Africans. Moreover, because many of us were not born in Africa. Talk to me for a minute. But they lumping you all together and y'all love it. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton can't speak for me, G. None of these black leaders can't speak for me, G. My battery's dying again. None of them can't speak for me. No. No, 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 no. No. But y'all like that. Y'all love that kind of talk. Because we are so educated. Ooh, we out to lunch, G. Did I go to Wikipedia yet? Did I touch Wiki yet, y'all? And I ain't even drink my water yet. Yes, we are lost in sea, G. Let's see who we got on here. Adam. I gotta ask before I get on here because these cats be like putting their balls on here. I always gotta. What's up, man? I always gotta be ready, bro, because people be putting their balls, their nut sacks on here, boy.
See, no, don't worry about me, brother.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Where you from, fam?
Man.
Where you from, man?
Originally, I'm African from Gambia, born in Gambia.
Oh, that's
West
right.
Africa.
West
Yeah,
Africa,
but
Moors,
I'm
baby.
staying in England.
You a
Salam,
Moor family
brother.
all day. Salam, brother. You a Moor all
Yeah,
day,
man.
family.
Yeah,
Shit.
man. Bless, brother. I watch you all the time, man. That's why I even called, just to show you my appreciation.
Give thanks, man.
Of what you're doing, to be honest, man. Sometimes I do write little comments underneath, you know what I mean? And, and me personally, I suffer with dyslexia, but, I will call it your teachings, do give me a lot. I do learn a lot from, the things that you say here all the time. You on this, right? And I love it. But
Give
I've
thanks.
just got, yes, I've just got, and I would say also, don't let nobody discourage you, brother. Carry on what you're doing,
Give thanks,
right?
man.
There's millions of people who are listening to you, watching you, and analyzing things together. I'm African. I'm a born African, but I 100% share your thoughts, and your feelings, if you understand where I'm coming from with this, I mean, I definitely, appreciate it and I love it. But it's just something you said earlier. I smoke weed, as you can see. I'm a
I know.
Rasta.
I know.
I love it.
No, it's all
Yes,
good. Go ahead, y'all. And
yes.
I'm explaining why I
But
said that.
yeah, and and I will explain why I said, because I'm somebody who always support the idea of legalizing marijuana, right? Legalizing weed. But you said something about a trap. And thinking about it, it makes sense to me because of one reason. That's why I even called to ask you that. To say, for instance, if it was legalized without the word medical attached to it, would that be a trap, or would that help? For instance, the trap that you're talking about is a trap, because the word medical comes to it. Now, when if you rely on medical, basically you're sick.
Yeah, if
You
sick,
know what I mean?
but even if you
Yeah,
don't put medical, right?
yeah,
The traps, and brother, I said this on radio, bro. When I was in LA doing radio, like
yeah,
the trap is they know that you're going to get in a car. They know
yeah,
you're going to do something stupid, right? So the laws are being written while we watching sports. They're writing
yeah,
the laws saying, look, okay, we're going to let them get through with this, but we're going to have this set up over here. You follow me? Okay, how
yeah,
much we're going to, and this is why I said when I was in Philly, they had private meetings and I was bum rushing these meetings playing stupid. And I'm listening to them like, nigga, they setting our people up. You follow me? So we don't
yeah,
see the setup. So we so busy saying, oh, yo, it's legal. But you don't see
yeah,
the other side of this. You follow me? And this is why I
yeah,
said what Malcolm X said, the Novocaine. When you hit somebody with Novocaine, it numbs them. So you don't
yeah,
really see. You don't know
yeah,
what's going on. You follow me? And this is why
yeah.
we have to be vigilant to everything that is happening to us constantly. So they're
True.
making these laws to actually set you up. And it's not, and like I said, I don't knock nobody because I know a lot of dudes who smoke
Yeah,
weed, but if you smoke, it's
yeah,
smoking in your house, my dude. And just
yeah,
leave that joint alone. You
yeah,
follow me? Leave it
yeah.
alone. Don't come out in the street and do it because they know us. Listen,
Yes.
listen to this. When it was a saying that predictable people can be controlled. Unpredictable people are dangerous.
Yes.
Predictable people can be controlled. If you're
Yes.
predictable, I know what you're going to do.
Yeah,
I
because
know
I
what you,
know you. Yeah.
exactly.
If I
So
don't know you, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know. What you're about. So I have to figure it out.
listen to what I just said. Listen to this, right?
Yeah.
If you ever watch a group of people, right? I'm from the streets of Philly. I
Yeah.
remember when I was in the streets, I can still remember like I was probably 18, brother, what this cop said to me. He said, you can tell what a group of people are doing, but you can't tell what one person is doing. What did I
True.
mean by that? Because if you in a group of people, right, that's all
Hmm.
smoking and getting high, you know what they're about, right?
Yeah.
You know they're gonna tell on each other eventually something happens. But you ain't gonna
Yes.
never tell on yourself. You follow
No.
me? So
No.
now what happens, you are predictable because your crew is predictable. I just
Yeah.
used the example of the Nation of Islam for a reason. You
Hmm.
know, without guns, them dudes are disciplined. You know what's going to go down, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're going to think about before you do it. You follow me?
Yes.
So now,
Yeah.
if you high, I know you ain't thinking on that level.
Hmm.
You follow me? That's what
Yeah.
I meant. That's what I
Yeah.
meant to say to people. Not to say you
Yeah.
don't smoke, but just be
Hmm.
aware of what's going on and how they setting you up. Because this is what I do all day, every day, family.
Yeah. That's
All
the
day, every
reason.
day.
To be honest to you, that's the reason I call, so that some people can understand there also. And then me as well, identified myself with dyslexia, for people to understand again that me with the dyslexia, people that are, because there's a time that a brother called on your live video. This is like just a couple of months ago, 2 3 months ago, and he was attacking you over something. I couldn't really remember what it was, but I even wrote something. because to me, the reason I'm saying this, me, I don't hide my dyslexia. You
You
know,
ain't
I say
dyslexia,
it
and I want you to stop
anywhere.
saying that. I want you to
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
saying
no,
that too, because you
no,
don't
I
have that,
know,
man.
I
You
know,
don't
I
have
know.
that.
I had this conversation. I'm not. I'm just using the term
I
for
know.
other people to understand. You know, that because there's nobody is stupid. Nobody is stupid. You know, that's the philosophy I have. If you don't know one, I might know two. You combine them together as one and two. So, and me sitting here today having this healthy conversation with you on subjects that I never read, you know, but I understand them. And like I said to you, I always listen to you. And I'm Gemini as well, by the way. So
Oh,
I figure things out, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So for me, that's why I said this here about this Lexia. For the people that read and write, especially the ones that these call-ups, you know, you call in, and all these ones that went to school and all these colleges. If I can sit here and understand your conversation, everything that you are saying all the time that I watch you, how about them? You know, I've never had that position to be on that level, on that classroom. I've been to school. I mean, I'm not entirely like I cannot read and write. I can manage it. I walk around it. I'm Gemini. You know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
you know, for me, basically, what I want to say to you is just carry on, my brother. You
Give
know,
thanks, fam.
don't
Give
don't
thanks.
don't stop this life. That's what I'm
No,
begging
I'm
you
not.
for
I'm not.
me.
I'm not going to do that, bro.
Yes,
That ain't gonna
because
happen.
that's
But
that's
people
that's
wait. They're
millions
waiting on me to
of
do that.
people who benefit, you know,
Thank
of
you,
what
man.
you are doing right now. Look at me, Africa, and I'm staying in UK. But this connection came till today. I even call your line to have a conversation with you. You
No
know what I
doubt.
mean? Yeah. If you were say, because I know I do watch sometimes lots of Moors, you know, but like you said, I differentiate them from you. You understand? Because what you talk about and how you talk about it, how you go by it, is totally different with them. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
going back to that like black and white thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which you don't see color. That's
No.
what I love about. You see what I mean, brother? That's what I love about. I don't see that. My wife is British, white British. I'm African. You see what I mean, by the way. So, but thank you very much. Before I
Give
waste
thanks, fam.
more time of
It's all
yours,
love, family.
definitely. Thank
It's
you,
good.
brother. Bless
Peace,
up,
brother.
man. Bless
Peace,
up.
man. No
Peace, man.
doubt.
Peace.
No
Nice.
doubt. But we all can read. The problem is we don't know how. This is why I said Malcolm was saying, make it plain. Make it plain. That's it. Make it plain, G. You ain't got to make stuff complicated. They making stuff complicated. This is simple. I only went to I think I left in the 12th grade before I went. Before. Let me see who else we got before we go further. We got Brother Thomas on here. What's up, Tom, before I get into this? Because my battery is dying, so I'm going to try to see if I can record this real quick. You know, my phone is dying. I need a charger, y'all. Can somebody support me to buy me a charger? I need like 5 chargers, G. I need like 5 chargers. I want to get into some more before I go any further. I don't know what's up with Thomas John, but let me hit this one more time. That's the cat. What's up, Tom? Hold on 1 second, Tom. Give me
No
1
problem.
second. I gotta put my earbuds in, fam. Cause yo,
All right, I'm here.
yeah, what's up, man? I had to put these buds in, man. I don't like them, but
Not a
my phone is
problem. Not
dying.
a problem. So I just wanted to piggyback on what the last gentleman was talking about weed, and we all know prohibition doesn't work, and
Woo, say that again.
making things illegal just gives more power to the government and more money to the government because courts and the police departments, their only job isn't protecting, serving, it's to generate revenue to pay for their existence.
Yep.
So when they make stuff legal, um, it might be legal to consume it with a medical thing, but the moment you leave your house and drive, If you get into an accident, they're going to want to do blood tests on people now, because the majority of people that they can't smell it on, they can't give a breathalyzer to tell if they're actually under the influence. Like, here's an example. There was a girl that was like 17 years old in Las Vegas. She went to a party. She smoked a joint the night before she drove home. Okay, so she's at a party. She stayed at the party. She smoked a joint. We all know that if you smoke pot, it doesn't last 10, 12 hours. You know, it lasts a couple hours or whatever, and then the effects are gone. So she leaves like 6 o'clock in the morning, drives down the road, and there's a work crew on the side of the road, and she ends up hitting somebody on the side of the road and killing them. Well, they gave her life in prison because when they did a blood test, they found that she had marijuana in her system. So they said, look, you know, you're under the influence of drugs. Now you're going to prison. You see, that's the problem with marijuana. You can't test it properly. It's not like alcohol. There's no like tried and true test, because it's going to be in your bloodstream for a month after you smoke something, but the effects are gone within hours. So if you smoke something and drive down the road, now you're driving under the influence of a drug, and that can be a felony charge, and then you're going to lose your rights to carry firearms, your right to vote, you're not going to be able to get jobs, and it's all because, what, they made medical marijuana legal?
Exactly, and this is what I was telling them, bro. Listen, when I did this video,
They got that. Go ahead.
they
I'm
got
sorry.
it. No, I'm just saying they set them up. Brother, when I did a video, it's somewhere on YouTube, and I showed people the exact section, what they said, how much it was going to cost, and I went on radio and I said, no, let me tell y'all this. And then people want to call me when they get 10,000. Oh, Sabir, how can I beat this? Like, wait a minute, brother. You ain't have to put yourself in it. $10,000? Either you want to do community service, or you're going to pay $10,000, and then on top of that, you're going to pay a line attorney to represent you, because he's going to want like 3 or 4 grand, or probably 1,000 to represent something that you could have avoided. We don't make mistakes in life, people. It's choices we make. There are choices that we make, and what happens, we don't think before we react. It's the same thing with this Nipsey Hussle thing, brother. We don't think before we react. We just do, and then want to say, oh my God, oh, how can I get out of this? Let me get out of jail card free. Let me get out of the jail.
It's a complete setup. It's a complete setup where they're going to legalize it, and everyone's going to say, oh, it's okay. I got my medical card. I can get weed, and I can smoke it, and I'm not breaking the law because I got it under a medical term. Well, if you've got a medical condition that makes you smoke a substance that will put you in an illegal situation if you operate a machinery, you're putting your livelihood at risk, your ability to own a firearm at risk, and you're giving these people a whole bunch more new tools that they didn't have before just to arrest you, right?
They don't even keep
for
it.
what? Even if they made it fully legal, they don't have a way to test it properly. With alcohol, it's in your breath, and they know that your body oxidizes so much alcohol over a certain period of time, so that if you blow with your breath, it will say that, oh, there's X amount of alcohol still in their system. And they can tell if you've been drinking or you're not under the influence. With marijuana, like I said, you smoke it 2 hours later, you don't feel any effects at all of it, but it's in your system for a month. If you've never smoked before in your life, it'll be in your system for a month. And there's no breathalyzer test. It's going to be all blood tests. So now they're going to say, 2 weeks ago you smoked a joint, but now you're in an accident. We need to do a blood test on you, and they find weed in your system. Now you're under the influence of a drug, even though it's not even affecting you at all anymore, because there's no proper way to test it. There's no way to test it. So it's a complete loophole to put people in jail. And if, like I said, let them show them that you have a medical card. So say you get pulled over and they smell weed in your car, and you go, yeah, I smoked weed this morning for my cataracts or whatever. And they're, great, sir, we need to do a blood test on you because we think you're under the influence. But I smoked it 2 hours ago. It doesn't matter. I know you have a card. You showed me your card. It doesn't matter. We're going to the hospital because you've been in this accident, and now we're going to draw your blood. So they draw your blood, and you're going to be guilty, and there's no way out of it.
And you can't have a license.
There's no proper way to test it.
And you can't have a license to have a gun. I told my boy this in Vegas. I said, dude, you are going to be hard to get one. You're going to hard to get a license. And this, do you know, in Philadelphia, my brother, it's not my brother, but it's a brother that I know. He's a police officer. Do you know that they was exempting the police who are on medical marijuana? They was exempting them to have guns because they police officers. I said, get the hell out of here. We driving in the car. He taking me to the airport. He said, Sabir, look, they exempting some of the police officers who have the medical marijuana license. I said, get the hell out of here. He said, yes, this is the setup, brother. Everything they're doing is the set up, and cats don't get it. It's crazy.
Yep. It's
Crazy,
crazy.
yo.
That's all I wanted to say, my man.
Give
You're
thanks,
doing
man.
good work. Thank you. Have a good day, man.
You too. Appreciate you, bro. Peace. Wow, man. That's crazy. This is insane, yo. Wow. Sounds like there needs to be it. Listen, people, I've been telling y'all, I've been doing this for a very long time. Y'all love the gossip. Y'all love them gossip channels, man. That get hits and that gets money. So let's go back to history real quick. Let's go back, because I'm almost getting off. I got to go get my lunch. Encyclopedia of Pennsylvania. This is the Encyclopedia, my book from Philly. Encyclopedia of Pennsylvania. Let me show y'all something in here. Bear with me. Hope y'all enjoying this. Hold up. Let me show you the page. Told you. What black scholars is educating our people for real? That's why I don't buy into the bull. Look at this, y'all. The first people of Pennsylvania. The first Pennsylvanians were descendants of the Asiatic people. What did Elijah Muhammad call us? And what did Noble Drew Ali call us? What did Elijah call us? The Asiatic black man? And what did Noble Drew Ali? Hear ye all Asiatics? The first Pennsylvanians were the descendants of the Asiatic people. Now I'm going to show you how you break this down. About 2500 BC, these nomadic hunters. We always been nomadic people. That's the Torag. That's the Torag. That's the gypsies. This is us. You see that? Our people never stayed in one place. We never stayed in one place. We always moved from place to place. Yes, Elijah Muhammad may have. I don't know. I wasn't around. But I'm in love the hell out of you. You are a good teacher. Give thanks. Look. Asiatic. So let me show you who the Asiatic people are. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see the Asiatic people? The Oromo. That's the Oromo. I'm gonna let y'all see this in Ethiopia. Hold up. The Oromo. How many people know about the Oromo? This Afro-Asiatic connection. Hold up. This is just one image. One image. Let me show you how this works. Let's go to the images. Asiatic. Hold up. Asiatic. African Asiatic people. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's go back to history. You are a Moor without no doubt or contradiction. You are a Moor. You don't have to become a Moor. That's your birthright, family. That's your birthright. So let me take y'all back to this again. Who remembers in the book of Ancient Modern Brits? Let's go back. This is a Pennsylvania encyclopedia. This is not Sabir Bey's book. The descendants, what the first Pennsylvanians, descendants of Asiatics. Hold up. Let me show you what they look like. Let's go into this. Their cheekbones were broad and high. Their eyes were small and dark. Did this make sense, y'all? Did this make sense? Listen, Brother, do your research. Do you want me to find the afro? Understand what afro means, family. Do your research. Damn, he said afro. Brother, I'm not going to sit here unless you want to pay me, David. Do my key. What I do is to make you do your own research. It's the same people. So if you want to come on here, David, you can come on here. You might want to say you working. You might want to say you working. Start with the bull. You're going to lose, family. You're going to lose. Ask your black scholars these questions. Ask your black scholars these questions. It don't say Afro. So what you want me to say? Asiatic? It's the same damn people. Come on my live, David. The Delaware. He's going to lose, family. He never comes on my live feed, but these cats sit here, take what I'm saying and research what I'm saying, and then run. So let's go back. The reddish brown complexion. What is the title of the book? This is called the Encyclopedia of Pennsylvania. Right? Let's go over. The Lenape. Lenape, which is the original language. That's us, people. Remember when my Spanish book, I told y'all, the first people that was called Indians was people from the Caribbean. I don't get mad, family. Listen to me explain something to you, Brother Dave, and I hope this is the last time I do this. I don't get mad, family. You keep barking and never come on a live feed. You keep saying things out of context. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So I'm never mad, family. I just don't like ignorance. I don't like the ignorance, family, okay? If you have something to say and you have facts, I give you the floor like everybody else. I give you the floor like everyone else, okay? So don't keep barking and say, oh, I'm at work, or making an excuse, because I know you researching what I'm saying. I know damn well you are. I know. Period. So remember when I told you the first people that was called Indians was us. I don't pull up Wikipedia, G. Brother, listen to me. You cash at me that. See, y'all can tell. I told you you don't have to tell nobody anything. It's all you got to do is say some key words and you will call these dudes out. You will call these dudes out. You notice that. He said cash at me 500. He should be paying me $500. Do y'all see how this works? Do y'all see how this works? He said cash at me 500. Do y'all see how it works? So I told you, I'm never going to tell you what you don't know, because I'm going to call you out. Some kind of way I'm going to get you to come out. Come out wherever you are. You can come on here for free, family. You can't tell me to pay you 500 when you ain't bringing nothing. Tell me what you bringing to the cipher. Do a video. That's all you got to do is do a video. Hold up. The Lenape who used the Algonquin language. He's a troll to throw you off. Can't nobody throw me off though, fam. That's the beautiful thing. I invite everybody on here. Everybody. Islam, my sister Mo. Everybody. Algonquin. You don't want to get off the live. Listen to me. Let me explain something to y'all. Negroes don't want to get off this live because they're learning. See, the key is if Sabir Bey don't know something, I'm going to let you know I don't know. I don't have an ego to the point that I'm not going to let you know. I'm going to say I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know. Period. Anybody. So you can come on here, Dave. How many times I keep asking Dave to come on here, y'all? How many times I asked Dave to come on? I'm not going to block him. Then sometimes it's best to be quiet if you don't know. Best to be quiet if you don't know. So let me show y'all something else. Well, he's done. Going to have to restart. He said either he get on the live or take his ass on. They're all crazy. So let me show y'all something else. Peep this book. Show the page on the left. Oh shoot, I put that book down. I'll go back to it. Just cop the book, y'all. See if you can find this book. Yes, you can come on here and ask. No, that wasn't a question you asked. That was not a question you asked. But you can come on here. You can come on. Go find this book. (1946). Somebody look this book up. Can somebody look this book up and tell me how much it costs? Can somebody look it up and tell me the price on this? I told you, they don't want real conversations. We love emotional talk. I get books from every state I go to. The spirit guides me to pick up books. He is scared. The spirit guides me to pick up books. No Wikipedia. Oh wow, you said $300? Really, Mo? So who wants to make me an offer if I was to sell his book? Somebody said $300. So somebody said 130 hardcover. $300, 150 hardcover. $60 on eBay. Y'all see the connection? Negro woman, Negro. You let them take you away from Negro, gave you black. Moorish woman. Moorish woman. Let me show y'all something. Now remember what I told you before, $60. eBay. Hold up. For all my Wikipedia people. Dark skin. Dark skinned Moorish woman. Y'all see that? Not all of us Muslims though. Not all of us was Muslims though, Thomas. Dark skinned Moorish woman. That's in fabulous Spain. Fabulous Spain. They don't want to read. I know they don't want to read. Fabulous Spain. Dark skin. Dark skin. Let's find something else in here, y'all. I told you law and history goes hand in hand. Semitic. Giving back my citizenship. What are you talking about? Blacks were never even citizens. Give back your citizenship. Blacks wasn't even citizens. Man, I do consultations, y'all. If y'all want a one-on-one with me, holla. Hey, if you want to come on here, Tony, holla at me. Please come on here, man. I don't sometimes I may be looking down and don't see the comments. So please, brother Thomas, hit the request button to come on, fam. Because I'm looking down and at the same time I'm reading to try to do this for y'all. I don't know how. I think you have to push the button, family. Oh, you on a desk? Do anybody know how this work on a desktop? Because I don't know. Anybody help my brother Tony do this on the desktop? Because I don't know. Oh, my God. David, you answered so many questions. I just wish David would come on here. I just broke that down about the whole citizenship, and it just went over his head. It just flew over his head. Damn. Y'all think I'm going to be on here forever. Master and slaves by here. $61? You found it for 61? Everybody keep asking David to come on the live. David don't want to come on the live. He at the same time, he's playing with somebody saying, I'm just here to learn. I know some people just want to argue. They're gonna be arguing with themselves, because I make you argue with yourself. I'm gonna make you pay if you're trying to keep going at me. I'll make you pay for my time. I'll make you pay for my time. So I'm trying to tell you, your own people will be the ones that put you in slavery. Your own people will be the ones that kill you. Your own people, not the outsiders. They say the cheapest thing you can buy is a nigga and a stick of gum. A nigga and a stick of gum is the cheapest thing you can buy. Yes, not all Africans are Muslims. I did mad videos on that. Peace, family.
Yo, peace, honorable king, brother, respect.
Peace. What's good, family?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from North Philly. My name King.
Philly, baby, all day. I'm small side, fam.
Yeah.
Small side.
You know what I mean? Gang, gang.
Yes, sir.
In addition, I'm enjoying the message. My honorable king brother asked me to get on with you again. I got on with you last time.
What's
yeah,
up?
you see, I keep showing my own cuz. Yeah, man, this is our greatness. This is where we come from, for real, for real. I mean, the Moors too, you know what I mean?
And
thank you for the information you be sharing.
Give thanks, man. You know that's on the Parkway, right? That symbol's on the Parkway.
What's on the Parkway?
The Ankh that you just
Hold on, my honorable king brother watching right now too. Honorable King Duke, what up? He watching, my bad.
That's all. That's a Philly thing, y'all. Y'all gotta say, we say my bad. You know, we say bad and join. Everything is a join, y'all. So y'all gotta excuse if you hear join and bad. It's a Philly thing. So that Ankh is on the Parkway in Philadelphia. If you remember remember where Rocky ran up the steps, look at it from the sky. You'll see the Ankh on the Parkway. That's exactly.
I got some hitters that's on your page right now. Honorable King Big Sport, what it do? Honorable King Big Scholar, yo.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, you got some hitters on your line.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. They don't even understand, boy, how Philly is, man. Listen, I'm sorry.
Yo, you don't even understand. You don't understand the love I got for you. Thank you for sharing this information.
Give thanks, man.
And I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No doubt, fam. Peace and love. Peace. Philly, stand up. No doubt.
You already know.
Peace.
Gang, gang.
Yes, sir. Philly all day, baby. That's a Philly thing, man. So, Ram said, but John. We say John, J-A-W-N. John. Okay, Ram? Y'all say John in Jersey. So listen. Understand, people, that we are Moors by birthright. Not because of somebody else saying it. It's by birthright. Is who we are. And what I was explaining to my brother is that Ankh is on the Parkway. From a sky view, you'll see it. The brother that built the art museum in Philadelphia, and I took my brother, one of the brothers there, to show that the brother who built the art museum and the free library in Philadelphia was called Abel Ill. There was a brother that designed the art museum in Philadelphia. Let me say this one more time. It was a brother who built the art museum and the free library in Philadelphia. The design come from us. Take your rightful place, people. Take your rightful place. That's all we got to do. Now David is saying, what tribes? Come on, brother. You heard my brother from over the UK talk about this. You heard these cats. Come on, family. Do your own research. Let me show you some more before I go. And since you yapping so much, David, hit my Cash App up. Since you want to talk. Yes, I was born and raised, small side. 22nd and Catherine, baby. I always got love in my city. Always got love in my city. Well, Moors used as pawn. Right? What tribes did we talk about? What tribes? He said many different tribes of Moors. Will Spain fall to the same Moorish tribes? Not tribe, tribes. Not tribe, tribes. 1938 in Ohio. In 38. They know. So you need to go, Dave, and ask your scholars or share this video with them. The Moors' original Medic tribes are Berber and Hamitites in northern Africa. They were dark-skinned, sometimes almost black. Now, I done ran everything down to show y'all. Everything. I already showed you that we did that. Did you watch my videos? Did you watch my other videos? See, this is the problem with these cats. They will sit here and listen, but don't comprehend. Comprehension is the key, brother. This. Comprehension is the key. I don't know how plain I can make it. If a brother telling me he has dyslexic and he's over there, he can see this. Why can't you comprehend what I'm saying to you? Why can't we comprehend this? He said he can get it. I make it plain. I make stuff very plain. Comprehension is the key. Grammar is the key. You want me to give a whole damn full course? I believe I just gave a full course lesson. Did I not, y'all? Did I not just give a whole lesson? But you will pay $100,000 in a college. $100,000 in a college to get what? Thank you. We always the first people. I brought that book out last time, family. Look up the Mending Charter. The Mending Charter. The Mending Charter. One more time. The Mending Charter. The Mending Charter with the Fulani, with the Mandinka, with the Ashanti, all the tribes that enslaved Africans. Let me say this one more time. The Ashanti, the Fulani, all of them. And in 2019, we still doing the same goddamn thing in 2019. 2019. See, people hear what they want to hear and take bits and pieces. Or they scared because my videos, when you share my videos on other people's pages, Negroes block the pages. Because the truth hurts. Truth hurts like a mug. Truth hurts. Like a mother freaking. Truth hurts. Again, my request line is open. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm almost finished. So you think it's always the so-called white man that's doing it? It's the Negro man that's doing it too. Because they know this information and they're holding it back from you. Let's get Adam on here real quick. You don't have to agree with anything Sabir says here. I'm keeping 100 with y'all. You don't have to agree. But I bet you when you do your research, you're going to get it. Peace, brother.
Yes, man, brother. Peace, man. I just
What's up, fam?
Yes, man. I just call in because of this Thomas, you know, with his nonsense there, to be honest. Because to me, what he's talking about, like you just said there, you know, you just mentioned few tribes, you know, and they're all from, well, most of them from West Africa, you know, which is the Mandinka and the Fulani and all that. And I'm a Mandinka. In fact, I'm a Mandinka and a Jola. My mom is Jola tribe. You know, that's you have them from, I mean, in Senegal, which is West Africa, Senegal and Gambia.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad is a Mandinka, which is, you know, the Gambia, and you still have them also in Senegal, you have them in Mali, all the way to Cote d'Ivoire. He's a Mandinka Mori, but I mean, they speak differently. The farther you go in West Africa, the Mandinka changes. You understand? So, and what he's trying to bring here, this slavery nonsense thing, you know what I mean? To me, if we black people wanna, start on that blame slavery thing, right? We're gonna start from the bottom, right from the roots of starting it, right? I'm an African speaking. We Africans also, I want to make that clear here. A lot of people don't know about it, and today maybe most Americans, will understand. Some that have the brain to understand the sense, it's true. We Africans also were involved in the slavery. That's a fact. That's a fact, right? I'm a Gambian, right? We have a tribe in Gambia who was also, in fact, involved in that back then, and still the what's it called, the Middle East, like the Arabs, some of the Arab world they're still doing slavery, and
Yes.
we don't talk about it. Even us Africans, right? Yes, Africans really don't even talk about it. We don't really get up, and
Oh,
sort
really?
this issue out. No, it's only a few people like me. That's why, in fact, are calling again to talk about this. I do live videos like you on Facebook. I'm also an activist,
That's what's
on
up, man. Inbox
on
me, man.
Facebook.
Inbox me when we
Yes,
get off of here, man.
yes, definitely. So I do that. So that's why I even call with the things he's writing. You have to be clear, because, to be honest with you, us black people, if we don't face the facts, right, and accept the facts, we are never gonna get on. Us black people to begin with, because if we keep denying, the facts, instead of accepting it and carry on, find a solution to how can we get on and fix, this not just black people's problem, the whole world's problem.
They looking for us. This is why they said, listen, brother, Noble Dwelly said to uplift fallen humanity. The world is looking for us to do it, fam. And I'm telling you, it's like, and you got black scholars in the States, brother, that say that I resent, Renoko Rashidi was one of them. He said, I resent any African that say that we enslaved Africans. I swear to God, I was at Cal State Long Beach, brother. And the brother
Yeah.
asked the question, and he stood up there and lied and said, I resent anybody that said that we had slaves. I said, he actually told a bold-faced lie.
Because
Let me
he either know it, denying it, right, or he doesn't know it. Because
he
us
been around for a
Africans, to be
while. He
honest,
been
brother,
around.
honest Africans, right, honest born Africans that know, because some of us, to be honest, some of us don't know it. There's a large population of Africans and black people in general, right, who don't know this part of the history there, right? And not only that, if you try to, like what you're doing now, because what you're doing here all the time, you enlightening everybody, right? The facts, you basically, how can I put it? You're showing people right and wrong. It's up to people to know the facts, like you always said. Let nobody follow you. Because of you, you are telling the truth. You're telling people the facts, right? But most black people, to be honest with you, will deny that this happened, but it does happen. Us Africans, right now, as I'm speaking, few Gambians would know this. Right now, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? This even appeared in one of our news, us in Gambia. Right now in Gambia, there's a village in Gambia that are having this kind of issue. I just don't want to go into the detail there yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'm trying to tell people, especially this Thomas, who's sifting there, instead of let people who are interested on what you are saying to benefit on it, coming up there, try to make you look, make you, dead, basically. I don't like people like that. Most Gambians will watch Roots, Kunta Kinte. I heard you talk about it lots of times, right? And the same thing, the same belief you have on it, that's what I believe on it. It's all bogus. It was just a money-making machine for Alex Siri.
Yep.
Period.
That's what they said. That's what the guy
You know
said
what I'm
from
saying?
Gambia. He said it's a
That's
lie,
that.
but he said it's a good lie. He said
It's
it
a
was
good lie.
he said it's a lie, but it's a good
Yeah.
lie. It's the same way they put up the European Jesus and make,
Yes.
because it's money.
Yes.
Listen, bro, it's so much information, and I'm sitting and saying we got the world in the palm of our hands, and that's all we're
Yeah.
going to do is diss our man. and talk gossip with the palm of the world in our hand with technology. I'm gonna show you a book. I think I showed you this before. This is in West Africa. This is in a book, right?
Yeah.
The Gulf of Guinea, the Negro slave replaced the Moorish slave. This is crazy, yo. This is what you just said about this book, which is in Cambridge. This is in Cambridge, but it's $78. I got that book too. If they study this book, you would see the history, man. But you got blacks who saying, and I want to say so-called blacks, saying that like Renoko, and he's been around for a long time and took all these educational trips, right? And he comes back telling people these stories. Oh, no, we didn't enslave Africans. Oh, no. And then they put out their videos. Oh, the Moors enslaved Africans. Nigga, we all Moors, point blank, period.
Period. I mean, to me, the reason I don't even go down that road, because, you know, if I want to go down that road, I had this conversation most of the time with even my own African brothers, you know. I'm not going to start blaming, you know, the whites, you know, the Europeans, because the Europeans, if it comes to slavery, they're the last people, as I understand, that to join it. And they're the first people to either end it. You know, slavery start right from within us, you know, the Arabs and all of that. And it's happening as I speak, my brother. Slavery is happening in the Arab countries, right? And look at, I know most people might be familiar with this so-called back way you hear Africans taking to Europe, going through Libya and Tripoli, some dying in the Mediterranean Sea and all of that, right?
He's put up. Yeah,
that's happening in it. Most Africans right now that talk about that kind of topic, right? They won't talk about that topic without including, right, the part of that slavery thing, that kind of beef that's between them. Because to be honest with you, the history, you know, as far as I understand, that my education is not that far, the history on the European side, there's a lot that we know about it. But history from the Arab side connect to Africa, a lot of it we don't know. I see you went all the way to Spain, right? You're doing your research. This is why I love everything about you, right? You're doing your own. You're not just sitting, you know, in America, right? In Philadelphia, just talking, right? You travel as well, right? And the knowledge you have, you're spreading it out. Here I am, an African, right? Born African, settled in Europe, right? I relate to you. Everything that you come up and say, most of your videos, right, since last year, and I think I've been following you for at least 2 years or 3 years. You know what I mean? And I've never disagreed with the things you know, come out and say, because you base your stuff, everything you say, you base it on facts and truth, right? Like you said, if people want to challenge you, they can come up right now and say to you, right, Sabir, this and that you say is not true, this is and that. But coming up here and create an argument with you, so much so that even us, the listeners, cannot understand them. That's what the last guy did. You know, the last time I was watching your video, he came in. I even wrote and said, he's got an agenda, right, towards you. At the same time, he didn't even give himself chance to explain so that we can understand where he's coming from, right? In the end, you know, he was gone. So for me, I just want to clear that up with black people or white people or anybody. You know, this slavery business for me, right? I don't want to, personally I do not go there to blame anybody, because I've passed that, right? The way I see it, my ancestors, right? Our ancestors, they did their fight or whatever they did till we're here. Now there's petty slavery going on, like I explained to you in the Arab country and even here in Europe. Sometimes there's news come up, somebody caught, he's been slaving or they've been slaving somebody. It even happened here in England a few times ago, right?
Oh wow!
Yes,
really?
It does happen. So for me, this word, what's it called, racism, maybe that's what exists, but not slavery. We just don't like each other. We have to figure out how to like each other and
how to love each other.
how to love
Yeah.
each other, and that point, that's when we need to listen to each other so that we can accept each other's angle, because the 5 fingers each hands have, and the 5 fingers, they're all useful, but they are not on the same level, right?
Hmm.
I'm thinking this way, he's thinking that way, he's thinking that way. The same thing to this one, the same thing to that one. But we are all in the same hand, right? We might be saying different things in a different way, but we might be on the same road.
Let
Sometimes,
me explain something to some people, because some people are
yeah,
quoting saying stuff, right?
yeah,
Never hate, never love your. Listen, we're not talking about loving your enemy. Listen, your enemy could be the brother. Listen, look at what. Listen to me. I was down the street when
yeah,
Nipsey Hussle got killed, brother. I was literally 4 or 5 blocks from there. I was shot 5 times. It ain't about, I mean, who is the enemy for real, for real. I know who the European is. I got that part. But the European is not putting the guns in our hands. The European is not putting the jealousy in the heart. The European is not necessarily having people come to our neighborhood and gentrify it. The way they're getting into our neighborhood to gentrify it is by a black pastor, a black leader. The chief is what he's saying. The chiefs are the ones that was selling us. It ain't everybody. It's just a handful of people who are
yeah,
doing it. So your black
yes,
scholars are not talking about this. And this is what we're saying. I'm not
yes,
saying forgive
yeah,
anybody. Listen to me. We got to
yeah,
address these pastors. We got to address
mm,
these scholars, these professors in the university. They're not telling the truth. I just told you, Renoko Rashidi knows me and know he sat in that classroom in Cal State Long Beach and told a group of people that we did not have nothing to do with slavery. That's what I'm talking about. I would never forget my enemy, but I forgive them, but never forget.
yes. So,
That's
so,
the
so
key, people.
sorry to even stop you there. I want to say this there before I forget about it. It's like it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. There's some connections that I can make there, right? It's an example. South Africa. Lots of people know about the apartheid and all of this, and it's still going on. Them killing each other, blacks and white, and black and white, black and black, right? Because of all the apartheid. For me, if I was to fix South Africa's problem, right, it will be based on law, equal rights and justice, whether you're black or white. Because the reason I say that, right, it's wrong. It's wrong to punish, for instance, it's wrong to punish my kids, right, or my great grandkids, right, for the action that I did. It's wrong
Mm.
because they are not part of it, right? If anybody should be punished or should be hate or to be angry at, it would be me, right? If I'm still alive or if I'm dead. So why don't we drop all this so that we can get along and love each other? The world will be a wonderful place.
And it's, yup, all we got to do is do it. And this is what I'm saying. And I got some people in here that know what I had this conversation with them, that know people that's attorneys, that have family members as attorneys, and they know that what is going on is wrong, but they rather get paid to keep the lie going. Y'all know who I'm talking about on here. You know your family members are disagreeing with everything that I'm saying. When I'm bringing up law, they're telling you to go to college, go get this, go do that. Well, that's not going to bring any money in. They know this, and they're watching this video. You know the people that knows what's going on. You know they don't want to step out and say what is going on is wrong. They know this. So listen, man,
Yeah.
listen, man, it is what it is, man. Again, I can have a real issue with a lot of our people. And I just want everybody to share these videos out because we got to fix it. Again, Noble Drew Ali said it's for the upliftment of fallen humanity. It's 5 principles that we supposed to stand on, and that's love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Listen, I'm not saying forgive, G. If you want to listen, it's so much, brother, I could get into, but I don't want to because I've been on here long enough.
Yes.
But brother, I want to
I
thank
know
you, man.
exactly where you're going. I know exactly, brother. I know exactly where you see, where
You know,
that's why I just calling it because I can see this guy, this Thomas keep drilling, and before you know it, he was gonna go into the slavery thing and all that. Because I see him writing this African, and all of that,
you see this?
so
Did you see that right there? The
yeah,
monument of the
yeah.
4 Moors.
Yeah,
I'm showing people this.
I've seen this lots of, you know what? Because of you, Surveyor, to be honest, that's why I ordered my first English law book. You know, very easy to read. This Oxford English law book, the newest one that came out, right? I've just ordered it because I live in England, and sometimes I do get running with the popo, you know, with the police. So I have to know where I stand. Just recently, I did a protest here, you know, last year. It did went viral. You know, I did want to mention it, but you know, people can log on my name there on Google, and then they will find it out themselves, you know, which I did my own protest based on fighting my own right on fair dismissal and stuff like that, you know, at the workplace, you know. So for me, you know, I see what you're doing, right? And to me, carry on no matter what. We need you on this Facebook, right? I mean,
Give thanks,
today,
man.
if I had it in my pocket, surveyor, I swear to God, I would take our billions and right now put it on that surveyor, you know,
It's all good.
cash app thing. I swear to God, you know,
It's all
that's
good,
how I,
family.
you know what I
It's all
mean?
good.
So
Yeah.
for me, carry on the teaching. The ones that come here to convince you, they want to throw you off topic, right? You doing teachings, right? There's a I'll call it. I know you don't like people praising you, but people like you are God gift, you know, to every race. I would say basically. So let people carry on and listening to you, you know, and
Give
appreciate the
thanks,
work
man.
you do. Yeah, man. Bless up, brother. Thank you.
Bless, man.
Salam.
And that's what
Bless, man.
Salam. And that's what Karis once said to me this weekend about the gift to the movement. So I got to get off of here, y'all, to eat. But listen, Cash App, Sabir Bey Cash App, PayPal, Sabir Bey Radio. Appreciate everybody, man. Hit me up at requestinfo@thesabirbayshow.com. Requestinfo@thesabirbayshow.com. I got to go get something to eat. If anybody wants to treat me, hit that Cash App up. I see we be in, Karis one will be in Denver on the 13th. I'll be there. And then we're doing the UK on the 5th in the UK. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody. Peace and blessings.